No. You couldn't have been 5 in 94.
No, in 94 I was 7.
Yeah, you'd have been 7. What the fuck was coming out though? Like was anything good? Nothing came out in 1994. Nothing.
Movies in 1994.
There were no movies. TV just played reruns.
Pulp Fiction and Lion King. Forrest Gump.
There you go. I know Toy Story was
Shawshank
95.
Redemption. Dumb and Dumber.
Really? 94?
The Mask.
Okay, that one makes sense. There's a lot going on
Ace Ventura, Interview with a Vampire, Clerks, The Crow.
That's right, Clerks was 94. I thought it was 93.
The Flintstones movie, Speed. 94 was a decent year for
damn good movie year, yeah.
Little Rascals,
What
D2, Time Cop, The Santa Claus.
I can't think of any comics that were happening at that time. Like, I mean, all of them, but...
It was the 90s. There were billions of comics going on at that point in time.
You really could have, like, thrown a dart and hit anything crap.
I was going to say, you walk into a grocery store, a newsstand, like, you walk into a hobo nest, and there's comics.
Is that are newsstands still a thing?
No.
They gotta be in, like, big cities.
Like
maybe New York.
They may still be in New York, but that's iffy.
Yeah. Well, okay, you got How I Met Your Mother. There were newsstands in that. I feel like that would be an accurate.
I feel like if there are newsstands now, it's definitely not like it was in like the 90s.
Nothing. Hey, bud. Nothing's like it was in the 90s. Alright, let me tell you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Serious Shit, the show where we seriously don't talk about shit. Felt like that lull was a good enough place to do it. Vincent Herman, Vin the Human.
James Odle, Alphaspecter.
All right. We're talking about 1994, I guess. I mean, the 90s-sode. The 90s episode.
I mean, do we want to span the whole 90s, or do we want to stick to what happened in 94?
I don't know. Like, let's stay in the mid-90s.
Like the mid-90s was such a good time.
I don't know. 99 was pretty great. 99, 2000, like, there were some, like, technological advancements that were coming out at that time. So that's pretty cool.
The Y2K scare.
So. Yeah, there was a pretty cool little time frame there. But, you know, the mid-90s, that's when... Did you find out when Jurassic Park came out? Was that... it's definitely not 92. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. It was not a good time for comics. Rob Liefeld. I'm upset.
Rob Liefeld was 1994.
He was the
June 11th, 93.
93.
So okay. Right in between.
Like I said, it was still the 80s in 92, so couldn't have been then. Yeah.
We got, honestly, some of the best movies that we were alive when they came out.
Oh yeah, and most of these I was watching on recorded VHSs, like off of TV.
Oh my god. No, like...
Because, you know, you had that one aunt who had the movie channel, and then she would make copies of these movies and then sell them to family members. That's how I got my movies, ladies and gentlemen.
I got quite a few recorded movies
from the early
My
days.
favorite recorded VHS ever, though, was it was a back-to-back-to-back Godzilla movie feature.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
It had it was one of the first movies with Baby Godzilla, or Godzilla Jr.
With Son of Godzilla.
It was Son of Godzilla. There was Ghidorah, King of the Monsters.
Oh, that's good.
And I think Monster Island was on it.
Or
no, Mothra.
The 61 remake.
No.
I think 61 was the original. I don't know. Yeah. There was the original, and then they had a remake.
Yeah, but they were all the ones with like they were in black and white. But they were like the horrible.
Why were they all in black and white? Because there were only like 2 Godzilla movies that were in black and white. I think that's the first and the second one.
I don't know. No, Ghidorah was not. It was not black and white because I remember Ghidorah was gold.
I was gonna say, what the fuck? It was sepia tone?
No, like Ghidorah was like a gold
tone
monster. You know. You know which one Ghidra is.
Do you mean
right?
Ghidorah? The three-headed dragon? Yeah, that's King Ghidorah.
I've always called him Ghidra.
He's second kaiju. You learn you some kaiju, man.
No.
No. Oh shit. My favorites. Did your family have the holiday VHS tapes, like where you would record episode like holiday themed episodes? Back when holiday themed episodes actually had a holiday theme to them.
I know we had,
because they don't do that anymore. It's like this episode just so happens to be taking place at Christmas time. It's the same dramatic bullshit that was happening last week.
Or it's like
before you knew it was Christmas time in the show.
It's like middle of the summer, new episode comes out, and it's Christmas time.
Yeah, right. Shit. No, this was like my favorite was probably the Halloween VHS tapes that we had, because we had, first of all, we had all the Roseannes. All the Roseanne holiday specials or Halloween specials were on there, and then we had all the shit, man. We had like a bunch of Home Improvement ones. We had Moesha. Did you ever watch UPN?
Yeah,
I watched a lot of UPN back in the day. Yeah, we had I think it was 1 or 2 Moesha episodes on there.
Dude, some of my favorites. Okay, I shit you not, we had a crate. Like a milk crate.
Really?
That was just full of recorded Simpsons VHSs.
What?
And I remember I got grounded once, so they disconnected the cable to my bedroom.
Okay.
And this was when my bedroom was in the attic. And before I realized I could just go down to the basement and reconnect it, I just started watching Simpson tapes because I still have my VCR.
Yeah.
So I just started watching Simpson tapes. And the fucking Treehouse of Horror episodes.
Oh, I love those were on there too.
Those, and then just The Simpsons in general. I watched so many old episodes of The Simpsons.
You know what's bullshit? Is every year at Walmart, they only ever bring out the one Treehouse of Horrors DVD. It's like the only one they have. I've got it. I've already bought it. But it's the same one every year. And
they're still making more of them.
There's two of the episodes on there I remember like verbatim from when I was a kid. They were on these VHS tapes. I saw them like every year I'd throw these tapes in. So I knew these episodes. And then there was one I hadn't seen, and then one I was vaguely familiar with. I think my favorite one, my favorite Treehouse of Horrors is probably the one where Bart has an evil twin, but it turns out the evil twin was actually a good kid, and Bart was the evil twin.
I think I remember that one.
And the twin's name was Hugo. Yeah, and they end up switching him out. And Bart has to live in the attic from now on.
Yeah, I remember that. One of my favorites, they live in this haunted house.
Okay.
And the house just is constantly saying, "Get out."
Is this was this the Shining episode?
No. It was like they legit lived in this haunted house for some reason. And, like, it was possessed by spirits, and, like, the kitchen attacked them, like, all this other shit.
Was this supposed to be, like, Poltergeist?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, at one point, they went, like, they left the house for some reason, because it was buried on top of an Indian burial ground.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And,
it was Poltergeist, for sure.
And at one point, they did something, and the house just, like...
collapses in on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say implodes, but yeah, just collapses
basically,
on itself.
Yeah.
Becomes a singularity.
Yeah. all life as we know it ceases to exist.
Right. There was another one where they live in this like old colonial village, and they keep burning people for being witches, and the kids are out trick or treating or whatever, and Lisa calls Homer on some bullshit, and he's like, "She's a witch!" And the whole episode because about Lisa being a witch. That was a good one. One that fascinated me, and I don't recognize it as a good Treehouse of Horrors. It really wasn't scary. It was just like fascinating, and it's the one where Homer like stumbles into like a fourth or fifth dimension.
The 3D one.
Yeah, and then at the end,
real person.
Yeah, at the end he ends up in the real world.
Yep.
I again. Not scary, weird Treehouse of Horrors, but it was fascinating.
I was saying, because at that time, that whole like the 3-dimensional thing they did was so new.
Yeah, that is true. It was pretty different. But you didn't see anything like that on TV very often. If you saw anything like that, it was maybe in the movies. And I don't remember what that had to have been, like late 90s, 98, 99.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that was like at the start of the 3D animation.
Yeah. What else? What else is great from the mid 90s?
Music.
Yeah, music. I mean, grunge has been talked to death. Like, grunge. Hey guys, grunge happened. Big fucking news. Like, we all liked it. That's why it got popular. So,
it died with our souls.
No, it kind of morphed in like 6 other genres. Like, I hate that about music these days. Like, for every genre, there's like
50 subgenres.
There's like 5 subgenres, and then each one of those has like at least 3 subgenres. I can't keep up with it. I don't fucking care. Just play a guitar and sing.
Right? Pretty sure in the 90s we still had Nirvana.
Yeah. Well, mid 90s we still had Nirvana.
Okay, so top 100 songs of 1995.
Okay, here we go.
Number 1.
Wait. And now, the top 5 songs from 1995 with James Odle, Alphaspecter. Hit us with it.
At number...
Oh, you
4.
killed the energy.
it didn't give me number 5.
Yeah, it killed the energy. The website killed the energy.
It did.
You know what?
I broke it. I broke it.
Fuck. Oh, God.
Okay.
It's a mess. Okay.
We'll just
you got it?
We'll just edit all that out. Let's do it again.
Sure, why not? I'm not doing that voice again. Let's just cut here.
At number 5, we have Boyz II Men on Bended Knee. Number 4,
that is a good one.
Seal, Kiss from a Rose. Thanks, Batman.
Okay. All right.
3, TLC, Creep.
Ooh, okay.
Number 2, TLC, Waterfalls.
Waterfalls, yeah, of course.
Number 1, Coolio, Gangster's Paradise.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
Right?
Wow, it was all rap and hip-hop. Really?
Yeah, we don't...
Kiss from a Rose is kind of a rock song. Kind of a rock ballad.
We get kind of bluesy at number 14 with Blues Travelers.
What was that?
Wow. Run Around.
Why you wanna give me a run around? Yeah.
Yeah, like, God, I used to listen to so much Blues Travelers.
Really? I don't know too many other songs. Like maybe
dude,
3.
I love Blues Travelers. And then, like, next one, number 17 with Bon Jovi with Always.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of, like...
Wasn't a whole lot... I don't know. Maybe the charts were rigged.
Well, this is
you know what I'm thinking?
The Billboard year-end charts.
I'm also thinking that a lot of what we assume is like mid-90s is probably like late 90s, like 97, 98. Yeah, because I mean, Stained was a big early 2000s band, but they came out.
Notorious B.I.G. on here.
Yeah, like the album I have out in my car is the 98 to 2000 something, 2004, 2005. So I think we're just misappropriating the music.
We probably are. Well, I mean,
there are great songs. Like, I like some of that hip hop.
Here's 98. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 is "Candle in the Wind" by Elton John.
What?
We've got like Leanne Rimes, Savage Garden, Usher.
Oh man, wait a minute. Is Leanne Rimes is Torn? No, not Torn. That's Natalie Imbruglia.
How do I live?
How do I live without you? I want to know. I like that song. That's a good song.
Number 14 in 98 was "Getting Jiggy with It."
Yes! Oh my god. I put in this hits of 2000, and I don't know what this Will Smith song is, but some Will Smith song comes out, because I'm going through these old CDs, trying to find like what still works, like what do I want to put in the car, blah, blah, blah. And so this Will Smith song comes on, and he's like, you say I'm soft? More like Microsoft. I'm like, what? I was like, oh, and then he goes on to call himself Will Gates.
Oh my god.
Will Gates. So bad.
Here we go. In 98, Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba.
What the fuck is thumping?
Tub Thumping.
Tub chumping?
You know who Chumbawamba is, right?
Yeah. What is tub thumping?
It's the only song you know by them. That's the actual name of the I Get Knocked Down song.
Oh, no way.
That's the name of it.
That's the name of that song?
Dude, my dad has the whole, like, Chumbawamba CD.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
There was this CD that my mom had that had the Dancing Baby from Ally McBeal on the cover. Because, oh my god, that got so famous.
Right?
Oh, that's mid-90s, right? Yeah. That computer-animated Dancing Baby with I Can't Stop This Feeling, or Hooked on a Feeling. It was Hooked on a Feeling, Blue Suede. Yeah. That baby dancing to that song just swept the fucking mid-90s for a couple years. And it was on one of these CDs, and I remember being like, again, I was fascinated by the CD case because it was a lenticular.
Yeah.
And it moved it. And I was just like, this is so fucking weird. I was just this kid, and I'm like, why is this amazing? That had all those songs on it. It had Hooked on a Feeling on it. But it had all sorts of obscure songs, like I Get Knocked, it had Chumbawamba, just weird songs. Mostly TV songs. Like, because I Get Knocked Down was on a lot of shows.
Yeah. Well, like, it was super
I'm not calling
catchy.
It the other thing.
It was super
Oh, it's
popular.
still super fucking
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking right now about, like, I'm going to download that later. There's that song now.
There's a movie, and it's been within the past, like, 5 years. And I can't think of what it is, but these guys are in a car, and they're playing that song. The guy's like, Chumbawamba, story of my life.
Wait a minute. Is that Night at the Roxbury?
No.
No.
No, Night at the Roxbury is from the 80s. This wasn't until 98.
No, the movie was 90s, wasn't it?
Night at the Roxbury, I'm pretty sure it was late 80s, early 90s.
It's gotta be early 90s, because it was one of those based on an SNL sketch things. And it had, Mike Myers. Or no, it was
98.
Will Ferrell. Really?
98.
98, late 90s, yeah.
Wow.
We're all fucked up.
But
we don't know our generation at all. Like, we're aware of things that happen. We just can't put it anywhere. We would be awful in an I Love the 90s. Remember when they were doing those? You remember when they were doing You Remember those shows? Oh, shit. It's weird that's a do you remember when they did the I Love the 80s things on
VH1.
God. Yeah. That's old now. Kids have never heard of it. But we would be awful at it.
Right?
It would be like,
Jesus.
it'd come to like the Furbies segment. We were like, Chumbawamba. Wait a minute. When did that happen? What was the name of that song? Oh, we're talking about Furbies now. They were great in 93. Wait. Oh, that was 96. Oh, shit. That'll be the whole episode with us.
And then we'd be like, yeah, man, I remember when I got my first Tamagotchi in 92. Those were 96.
Yeah.
What?
You were 4 at that time? Shit. Yeah.
Sir, I think you're mistaken.
I have the Tamagotchi app on the phone.
Oh my god, is there one?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, there's a Tamagotchi app. I got bored so fast. I got bored real quick. Like, I was like, this is like, because when Tamagotchi was a thing, that could become a part of your world. There was like so little for us to do other than school. And so, yeah, you're sitting there, you're watching your cartoons, boom, pop up Tamagotchi, throw him a bone or something. You know, it was easy. But now it's like, fuck Tamagotchi, that bastard's gotta die. I was like, I've got enough mouths to feed.
Like this fucking freeloader? What do you think this is?
Like, oh, I've got another notification. This is my 12th notification of the day. Fuck you. I got bored quick because I couldn't keep up with it. Like, I'm not 8 anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, all these things were like, yeah, this was so fucking cool.
Although
when we were kids.
Hey, anyone brings out a fucking stack of Pogs, though, I'm popping my slammer out for sure. That's happening. I'm down for a game of Pogs anytime. You hear that, world? You hear that sort of our nation? No, I don't like that. We're not gonna use that. Yeah, we'll find something. Anyways, you hear that, guys? You Pog challenge. Anywhere, anytime, except for at work, because I gotta earn a living. But, yeah. I'll even do it while I'm having sex, man. Someone just walks in, I'm pounding away.
You know what? You flip her over and use her as a table.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
There it is. Two birds. Right
Two
there.
birds, one stone.
That's called being an adult.
Right?
Yes.
You learn how to multitask.
You gotta multitask, all right? Because you never know when you're gonna be screwing a girl from behind. Someone's gonna pop in with his fucking milk cap pogs. That's how they gave them to us. Like for a while there. Like,
yeah.
Here's a milk cap pog. Fucking, and then the Spider-Man ones. Everyone had Spider-Man ones.
See, I never got very many of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw that everyone had fucking Spider-Man pogs. Like, they couldn't make enough of them, for sure. But you never saw really many other Marvel heroes. Like, you saw them, but it was rare. Like, but hey, fucking Hobgoblin was all over the place. For sure. Oh, shit. Yeah, it was a good time, man.
I miss the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I miss the most about the 90s?
Being in our adolescence.
Yeah.
Having zero fucking
no bills, no responsibility, no self-accountability.
You know what?
God, life was great.
I didn't start paying attention to girls. Like, I mean, I was still like, oh, well, Xena's got something going on. I don't know what it is. But like, I didn't really give a shit about girls until I was like 13. So the whole 90s, I was unhinged.
Right?
I was unhinged for all the good shit.
It was great.
So, yeah, that's what I miss about the 90s. The fact that technology was actually still impressive.
Right?
Like, what was it? We were talking about they just teleported something out into space, didn't they?
Did they really?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah.
What?
I think it was China or Japan or something. They teleported something out past the atmosphere. I really need to read that article.
What?
I've only seen that article passed around, and that's it. I've not actually read it. I'm sure it's less impressive than like, hey, they teleported an entire dog out into space.
Oh my god!
Fucked up.
Now there's just a dead dog in space. Why did we do this?
Like that news, like however minuscule. The point is something got teleported any fucking where.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool. Because we're in the future now. I'm like, oh, cool.
We know stuff like this should be coming.
Yeah. We're what? Like a decade.
Still waiting on flying cars.
We're a decade out from fucking... Well, I mean, hovercrafts are a thing. Like, I mean, if they really thought there was a real fucking industry for it, I guarantee you fucking flying cars would be going down. You know, because they've got those like recreational hovercraft shit.
Well, have you seen the Total Recall remake?
No, I haven't seen the remake. I saw the old one. It was fucking awful, but it's awesome.
The new one's really good, but they have a really good concept. Okay, and the concept of it is the roads are magnetic and they're double-sided.
Yeah, I mean that's been an idea, like a theoretical idea how things could work for a while.
Yeah.
I think I saw it in a documentary once forever ago. I don't know what documentary. Probably Al Gore. Probably. Is it? They're always Al Gore. I watched one about the Atari ET dump the other day. It was Al Gore. So teleporting shit, I'm like, because we're like a decade out from a holodeck, dude. Like, I mean, of course. The average working man can't afford it. Like, it's amazing that they made VR fucking affordable.
Right.
Ish. Yeah, a holodeck? No way. It's like, that's not going to be the everyman. But it'll exist. Guaranteed.
I want one.
I do too. Right now.
Dude, I bought lottery tickets for the Powerball tonight. If I win, I'm going to buy one.
Do you lottery?
Every so often.
Do you even lottery, bro?
I bought 3.
Remember when that was a thing, guys? The do you even, bro things?
Oh,
remember that, guys? The thing that happened like fucking a year ago?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah, that's the new thing. Even though that was like, what, 2001 Family Guy joke?
Oh my god, was it that long ago?
It was one of the early ones, though, because I know it was still like drawn animation.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was old. shit.
Wow.
It's coming back around. Like I said, nothing original, man. I didn't say it on here, but I said it earlier. Nothing original. I sat my son down the other day because he's wanting to make YouTube videos and stuff. God. And he made the stop motion Spider-Man video, and it's got Bruno Mars' grenade in the background. But the entire idea is that he's just hanging out, and then someone needs saving, and then he goes to save him, whatever. So he does an okay job, and by that I mean the pictures last far too long. Like, he didn't like clip them so it's actually like speedily moving. It's just like picture. But at least Spider-Man is moving. It's kind of like a snapshot stories type thing. So remember that from the back of the day. Okay. Oh yeah. I think we've got the title for this. Remember that?
Yeah.
Anyways, but then he's swinging his webs, and then all of a sudden he's on some wicker, and then there are just random photos of him doing random poses on this wicker, and that's it. He never actually saves anyone, and it has nothing to do with the Bruno Mars song. So I sat him down, and I was like, I went through it. I gave him notes. I was like, look, I'm gonna help you realize how to make this better. You can't make it like quick. I was like, how long did it take you to make? He was like, it took me like a week or so, because on the first day I took all the pictures. I was like, now hold on. Did it take you a week because you took pictures on the first day, and on the last day you actually edited it? He was like, yeah. And I was like, well, that's not a week's worth of work, buddy. That's less than half a day's worth of work. I was like, it didn't take you a week. It took you an afternoon, maybe. So I explained all of it to him and shit, and what the fuck was I talking about? What did I start talking about?
Shit. There's nothing original.
So that's what I told him. I was like, look, buddy, first, when you want to make a video, you got to know that you're never going to come up with anything original. Like, with film having been around for well over 100 years, literature being around way fucking longer than that. There's nothing that you will ever think of that someone hasn't already thought of, written about, sang about, filmed, fucking just shouted from the rooftops. Everyone's thought of everything by this point. So just make something fun for you. I mean, our entire podcast infrastructure is totally ripped off of everything else that we love.
Pretty much.
So serious shit. It's kind of like that. Mm-hmm. Although I don't know many people who like the one podcast I listen to that's kind of like this 10-minute podcast, but they're not discussionary. There's kind of like they're fucking goofing around and shit. It's like more random shit.
Right.
So it's a comedy show. Like we're just fucking discussing shit. Yeah, we're bullshitting. So this is the most original thing we do. The nerd news shit. Sort of my podcast, totally unoriginal.
I say those are a dime a dozen. We're just trying to get ahead with those.
Yeah, we're trying to abuse the fucking popularity of everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah, more or less.
I mean, hey, if I can do a little bit of outsourcing and get us some no-name comic writers on sort of my podcast, right? I'm gonna fucking do it.
This is why we need to go. We need to make an initiative to go to cons next year. All of the cons, every con.
San Diego Comic
Let's quit our jobs, leave our families behind. We're just gonna go on the road with the podcast.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's decided. Travis and Bob are not here to verbally sign on, but I'm sure they're in.
I was gonna say, they're not here to disagree, so they agree.
So they're automatically in.
Yeah.
It's great. That's how they hire. Hey, they were a part of the first meetings. They knew that's how the non-democracy worked here. So
if you're not here to say no, it's a yes.
It's a yes. You're automatically voting for whatever it is. All right, guys. Well, I think that's a good place to end this one. Like us, places. We're on Instagram. So we keep up with it. I posted some stuff today as we're recording this.
I mean, I've been getting better with the Twitter, trying to talk to people, elicit some responses from people, get information.
So you can like sort of my podcast on Twitter and Instagram. We're on Facebook as Sort of My Brand and Sort of My Comics, where you can get all your nerd news from. YouTube's doing stuff now. We're putting shit out there. So real soon you're gonna start seeing like sort of my updates go up there. Not long after that, you're going to see serious shit start going up on the YouTube.
Yeah.
And not long after that, you're going to see Alpha's unboxing coming out and shit. So, yeah, so all that shit's going down.
I should have another one coming up next week.
Oh, I think we'll talk about Alpha's unboxing on Stone One Podcast, because there's a thing there. But anyways, yeah, you got to be listening to this somewhere, whether it's SoundCloud, iTunes, follow, like, comment, whatever it is on there. Comment, though, because we like that shit. You comment along with the episodes. I know we have faithful listeners. Like, I know there are at least a couple people who are like, I've caught, like, I'm a little behind, or I've caught every episode, or I only listen to serious shit. I've actually had a few people tell me some shit, so, like, that's really cool. Comment. Yeah. With us. Like, if we get something wrong, or if you agree with us, or you just have a funny fucking thought that pops in your head, just throw it down there in the comments. Yeah. We will most likely respond. Yeah. Unless we really don't care.
I mean, if you just write a comment saying, fuck you,
I'll respond to that. Yeah. I'll respond to it all day. Alright, guys. Thank you very much for listening to this seriously shitty podcast. Goodbye. We don't have outro music still.